Hello friends, this video on S Block Elements Part 9 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Since we discussed a lot about sodium, sodium has a huge usage, right? From the common salt we use to baking powder, caustic soda. A lot of places sodium is used. So we'll give special attention to sodium and try to understand how the sodium is extracted and what are the compounds which we get from sodium and which we use in our day-to-day life. So we'll talk about the extraction of sodium, we'll talk about the biological importance of sodium, we'll talk about some important compound of sodium, we'll talk about common salt, the washing soda, baking soda, caustic soda, right? So we'll discuss all these things. Let's talk about the extraction of sodium. Sodium, as I told, it cannot be prepared by reducing because sodium itself is a good reducing agent. In fact, all the group 1 metals are good reducing agents, so they cannot be prepared by reducing. So what is the next step? The next can it be prepared by electrolysis of aqueous solution? No, because the moment we talk about aqueous, we talk about water, right? Sodium will react with water to form sodium hydroxide. So you can't even prepare it by electrolysis of aqueous solution. So what should we do? So then the sodium is obtained by electrolysis of fused halide with impurity added to lower the melting point. Here is a critical point here. We add impurity to lower the melting point. And why should we lower the melting point? There are various reasons to lower the melting point. The first is, see, if you talk about sodium chloride, the melting point is very high. It's very high. So if you want to melt it, you need a very high temperature, and that temperature may not be okay for electrolysis. So you want to reduce the temperature. The second is sodium is volatile at high temperature. If the temperature is very high, it will be volatile and then it will vaporize. Third is sodium chloride. If you are using both sodium and chlorine here, they have a huge corrosive action on the vessel which we are using for electrolysis. So if the temperature is very high, they itself become dangerous. They itself become dangerous guys, right? So you want to cool them down because if we increase the temperature, since the melting point is very high, if we increase the temperature, it is volatile and they are very reactive. It's very difficult to tackle sodium and chlorine at such a high temperature. That's why we try to add impurity to cool down lesser down the melting point. And what we do is we add 40% sodium chloride and 60% CaCl2, calcium chloride. So with this, the temperature is reduced and then we extract sodium. So the process for extraction of sodium is not in our syllabus, so we will not discuss that. Now we'll discuss the biological importance of sodium in our body. So typical 70 kg man has only 90 grams of sodium, but still it is very critical. I'll show you why. And these sodiums are generally found in the outside of the cells, but they are very critical for transmission of nerve cells. And also they regulate the flow of water. They regulate the flow of water across cell membranes. And also transport of sugars and amino acids. So transfer of food and water is controlled by sodium, right? As I told, it is very much responsible for transmission of nerve cells. Body, we have only 90 grams of sodium, but still it plays a critical role. It helps in transmission of nerve cells and also regulate the flow of water and food, that is sugar and amino acid to the cells. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.